Kanga was a young kangaroo. She lived in the hot red outback. Kanga had bright eyes. She loved to hop and play. She dreamed of exploring the world beyond her home.
The older kangaroos laughed at me. "You're too clumsy," they said. They thought I was too little. They thought I was too curious. But I didn't listen. I knew I was brave. I knew I could do anything I set my mind to. I practiced hopping every day. I practiced jumping over logs. I wanted to be ready for my big adventure.
One day, Kanga was practicing her jumps. She tripped and landed in a dusty heap. The other kangaroos laughed.
"See? You'll never be a great explorer?" They chuckled. I felt my cheeks burn. I wanted to disappear into the red dirt.
"Don't listen to them," a gruff voice said. It was me, Wally, a wombat with kind eyes. I was Kanga's best friend. I always knew how to make her feel better. "They're just jealous," I said, nudging Kanga with my nose. "You're braver than all of them put together."
One hot summer day, the wind howled, smoke filled the air. A wildfire was racing towards Kanga's home. Panic spread through the outback. Animals fled in all directions. Kanga and her family hopped as fast as they could.
But in the chaos, I got separated from my mob. I called out for my mother, but the wind snatched away my words. I was alone. The fire crackled closer, casting an eerie glow on everything. Fear made my heart pound like a drum.
Crackle, crackle, burn! The fire roared, relentless and unforgiving, pushing Kanga toward danger and discovery.
Lost and scared, Kanga stumbled through the smoke. She bumped into Wally, who was sniffing the air anxiously.
"Have you seen my family?" I cried, my voice trembling.
"We'll find them," I said, my usual gruffness replaced with a gentle tone.
Just then, a low growl ripped through the air. Two pairs of yellow eyes glowed in the smoke. "Dingoes!"
I froze. Dingoes were dangerous predators. I knew they could outrun me easily.
I stepped forward, my fur bristling. "Get behind me, Kanga," I whispered.
The growl deepened, and the cunning eyes of Razor, the dingo leader, locked onto Kanga and Wally, ready to strike.
The dingoes edged closer, baring their teeth.
"Wally, the river."
Kanga's mind raced. They had to escape. Suddenly, she spotted a wide river. It was their only chance.
"Wally, the river."
She took a deep breath and leaped. Her powerful legs propelled her through the air. She landed with a splash on the opposite bank. Wally hesitated. He wasn't a strong swimmer.
"Jump, Wally, I believe in you."
Wally took a deep breath and jumped. He landed in the water with a loud splash. Kanga cheered him on as he paddled to safety. The dingoes howled in frustration from the other side. Kanga and Wally collapsed on the riverbank, exhausted but safe. They knew they had to keep moving to find Kanga's family. Suddenly, a voice called from above.
"Lost little ones?"
It was Sky, a cockatoo with bright blue feathers. Sky was known for her wisdom and her keen eyesight.
"We're looking for my family. They got separated during the fire."
Sky nodded.
"Follow me. I saw a group of kangaroos heading towards the setting sun."
Kanga and Wally exchanged hopeful glances. With Sky's help, they might find their way home. Sky led Kanga and Wally through the scorched landscape. The air was thick with smoke, but the fire was dying down. They travelled for hours, their paws sore and their throats dry. Just when their hope began to dwindle, Sky let out a screech.
"There they are!"
She cried, pointing with her wing. In the distance, Kanga saw a group of kangaroos silhouetted against the setting sun. Her heart leaped. It was her mob.
"Mama!"
She raced towards them, her legs moving faster than ever before. Kanga's mother turned and saw her. Relief washed over her face. She scooped Kanga into a warm hug.
"My brave girl. I knew you were all right."
Kanga had never been so happy to be home. She had faced danger and overcome her fears. But most importantly, she had discovered the true meaning of courage. It wasn't about being the fastest or the strongest. It was about having the heart to keep going, even when things were tough. It was about the loyalty of friends like Wally and Sky, who had stood by her side. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the outback, Kanga reflected on her adventure. She had faced her fears and emerged stronger. She had learned that sometimes The bravest thing you can do is to take a big hop forward into the unknown. Kanga knew that her journey wasn't over. The outback was vast and there was still so much to explore. But now she had the confidence to face any challenge that came her way. And so, with a heart full of hope and a newfound sense of courage, Kanga took a deep breath and hopped towards the rising sun, ready for her next